Hi, Joe Kehrig with the Kehrig Real Estate Team, and this is your San Ramon Valley update. Well, this might be like old news, but people are asking me what's driving the real estate market this year. Well, it's all going to be about interest rates, as it always has been. And I'm going to show you how interest rates actually affect the market. Look at this graph. You can see mortgage rates going all the way back from September 22nd, actually started going up. And then you see when it went up to almost 8% in 2023. And then look at, they're the lowest they've been since 22. So they're the lowest they've been in over 4 years. So how is that driving the market? Well, you look at this right here and look at this. When mortgage rates drop, the market goes up, the purchase index goes up. So look at the very end of that, the January 26th, and you see as mortgage rates go down, it's completely, almost exactly inverted. So when basically interest rates go up, the market's going down, the purchase index. But now you've seen right now, interest rates are going down. Let's see what's happening to the market as far as the purchase index. So look at this, the next graph, and you can see the arrow going up, and buyer demand responds to mortgage rate changes. Look at this. From 2020, 22, 24, 24, and 25, every time mortgage rates went down, the purchase index went up, except for the one year, in February to October, when interest rates went up, the purchase index went down. So you can see what drives this market. What drives the market is interest rates. So what's that going to tell us for 2026? Well, right now, interest rates are going down. They're actually below 6% for the most part, and you can get much lower. I talked to you guys a couple weeks ago where I actually refinanced one of my homes and got a 5.19%. And now they can even get a little bit lower than that with the lender we work with. So if you need any help with that, don't hesitate to reach out. And again, you can actually get for a 7-year fix. And when we talk about 7-year fix, people will, well, I have to pay it back in 7 years. Now, when we talk about a 5-year fix, 7-year fix, 10-year fix, it basically means it then turns into an adjustable. But remember, those adjustables have limits. So it's not just 7 years. It's probably going to be, even if interest rates went up, it's probably going to be 10 years. But the idea is if we see interest rates go down considerably, you can refinance into a 30-year fix out of the 7-year fix once you're into it for a few years. So again, here's another graph just showing you the buyer demand is trending in the right direction. Why is it trending in the right direction? As I showed you before, because interest rates are going down. So how's that affecting our market right here? Well, if you remember, here's San Ramon. If you remember, inventory has gone up and up and up, and it takes a while once inventory goes up for the buyers to start jumping into the market. And that's what we're seeing. You see that basically now inventory has kind of slowed down and the pendings have stabilized. So we're really back in a stabilized market where, again, there's still more than twice as many homes on the market than there is pendings, which is fine. That's an even market. But what you're going to see is homes are still selling for 100% or more than asking price, and they're selling in a short amount of time. It's like we were looking like 8 months ago where everything was selling for 100% of asking, everything was selling within a week or two. And the reason why is buyers are cherry picking the best deals out there. So if you have a home on the market and you haven't sold for a month, you need to do something. You need to either, what we talk about is adjusting your price, resetting your price to current market conditions. It's a lot easier than sit there and say, hey, we want you to lower our price. So when we talk to our sellers, if a home's languishing on the market, we're doing everything we can to market it, people are seeing it, but it's just not selling, then we have to reposition ourselves for current market conditions. And that's really the way you have to look at it, because no one wants to hear, oh, I've got to lower my price. Danville market, you can see the same thing, except look at the pendings jumping up. So this is showing that it's becoming a strong market. It's a good market for sellers and buyers. It's a good market for sellers if you price right and you basically, the home shows right, or if it's in a good location. As you see here, Alamo, same thing. The actives have quit going up, but yet the pendings are climbing. Again, that's a very good thing for sellers. Now, Dublin market's a little bit different. we saw inventory go up a lot, and pending slightly went down. And it's funny because when you look at the stats, look at how it affected San Ramon, Danville, Alamo, 100% or more. Dublin, 97%, actually, because their inventory is going up, the pendings are going down, and you can see how that affects the market. So again, every market is a little bit different, as you can see, even in the 4 cities that we look at. So if you're thinking about, if you're just wondering, is this the right time? Joe's saying it's as good a market as we've had for sellers since, the beginning of 2022. So if you're thinking about it, let us take a look at it. Let us give you a valuation. Again, when we get together with buyers or sellers, our job is only give you the pieces of the puzzle that we can. 80% of the puzzle is personal. We can't help you with that. But along with that 80%, we'll add the 20% of the pieces of the puzzle so you can make the right decision for you. If you have any questions at all, give me a call, cell 925-487-6838, or drop me an email, joe@kehrigteam.com. If you want to learn more about the Kehrig team or take a look at all of our listings, then visit our website, www.kehrigteam.com. Very fluid market. Make sure you tune in next week. Talk to you soon.